Management consulting is a scam, and consultants are just frauds. A bunch of know-nothing trying to provide services to other companies. What does a bunch of 20-something-year-old would know about advising top companies in the world? Yeah, I actually wondered the same when I graduated from university, about to enter the world as a McKinsey consultant. Was I about to become a fraud? Hello, this is Angie. Welcome back to my channel. For those who are new and do not know me, I graduated from university, and my first job out of university was a management consultant at McKinsey out of the Chicago office from 2016. So a little bit more about my background. Back in university, I actually studied material science and engineering, both as my bachelor and my master's. But my first job was not in engineering consulting. It was, as a matter of fact, in management consulting. Management consulting in general means, provide strategy or operation consulting advice or services to global Fortune 1000 companies and or nonprofits or government. And oh yes, I pretty much felt like a fraud before and in the early days of joining consulting, because I wondered the same as you all did. What did a 20-something-year-old know about advising the companies, let alone typically consulting or advising the most challenging problems? And to be honest, that feeling continued for a while after I started working at McKinsey as a management consultant. You see, how typically consulting works is that companies or clients would bring consulting teams in to solve very urgent and challenging questions. Things that range from growth strategy to revenue increase to cost reduction to marketing strategy, etc., etc. Typically, these problems are either that it's in a new industry that our client typically is not an expert in, or problems that are extremely urgent that they need quickly to assemble a team of high caliber talents, or the problems where things are extremely tricky. It involves certain level or great level of internal politics, where people are very touchy-feely. So in which case you probably want to bring an impartial third party in to help provide an impartial perspective. And any of these problems, I will be honest, are extremely complex. Typically would involve years of industry expertise and experience. Definitely not something that university would teach you as part of their undergraduate or master program courses. So yeah, definitely not something a 20-year-old would be able to just come in and solve. So to compensate for the lack of knowledge and the lack of confidence, I did what everyone would do as the easy way out, which is to look more mature. So I permed my hair, I brought high heels and professional clothing, and I definitely avoided at all costs discussing my age with clients. Did it work? Did the appearance change, stop me from appearing and feeling like a fraud? Definitely not. What helps though was deep understanding of how consulting projects and how consulting company works. Typically, the makeup of a consultant team on the ground that are with the clients on a daily basis is comprised of, an engagement manager or project manager, plus a few consultants or analysts, plus partners or associate partners that are there to provide high-level guidance and are the ones that owns the client relationship. But is that all that consulting companies are providing? No, it's definitely not. The working team on the ground is actually backed up by tons and tons and tons of almost like invisible firm resources. As a young consultant on the team, I had access to tons of research, industry experts around the world on speed dials, best practice learnings from all of the historical projects that the firm have done on either similar practice or similar industry. What we call knowledge document. Obviously, all the client sensitive details are all wiped out, but again, there are still fundamental learnings that you can get. So it really doesn't matter which industry, which problem, which topic. Chances are that I would always have access to resources and experts and people who would know how to solve these problems to guide me. It almost feel like walking into a final test, except you have a very well-structured, super comprehensive cheat sheet, and there's no way you can fail. Now you may wonder, well, if that's the case, if it's all the industry experts, the research that are solving clients' problems, why did they hire you? Why did they hire a 20-something-old, fresh out of university kid to join the consulting team? Why don't they just dispatch their industry experts that they have all over the world? Yeah, definitely a fair question. Well, I say there are two reasons. One, they are way more undergraduate universities who are eager to jump into projects than their industry experts out there. It's just a sheer number rate. And plus, you can hire young grad at a much cheaper rate than you could hire industry experts. This is straightforward, right? Like, when you have limited resources, you definitely want to spread it out as much as possible, use it on as many projects as possible. You definitely want to make the most out of it, which means you would actually have your experts providing guidance and context on multiple projects and multiple problems or for multiple clients at the same time. It's honestly all about economics and efficiency, in my opinion. The second piece is that the young consultants on the ground also serve a different set of purposes, and they are also as necessary as the experts. Since the experts are extremely busy, as we established, so as a consultant on the ground, our main responsibility include define and structure the client problem, conduct analysis, and also customize the solution so we can cater our solution to the client. Define and structure the problem. It actually means get to know the clients, get to interview and talk to the clients, and really understand deeply what the root cause of their problem. It also means get access to data and understand the data. So then you can figure out the right way to approach the problem and know exactly what you need to solve for. And then you would know who the right experts that you would need to call for or what type of industry research that you need to get. And conduct analysis. This is where we're known as the Excel monkeys. So then we know, again, very similarly, it contributes to define the problems, figure out the next steps, and get to the core of the solution and figure out the right approach. Customized solution. Yes, no client is the same. Even when consulting for similar clients in similar industry or even on similar problems, because the contexts are very different, the org structure, for example, may be very different, the problems that they are facing, right, the recommendations that they will need to solve the problem will be super different. So yes, while the industry experts, the resources can give us a general direction, we still need to be able to customize solutions for the individual clients so that we don't provide any sort of cookie cutter solutions to everyone, because again, that is not going to be very helpful. So then after getting advice from our experts, being able to analyze the data, we'll then be able to combine both and figure out a fitting solution for our clients and their unique problems. Obviously, as a side benefits, right, as you are working on those projects, you are also learning about the industry, the practice as an exponential rate. So over time, yes, you will accumulate industry knowledge at a faster pace than you would if you just work in industry. So was I a fraud? After some time of working consulting and really understand how the firm works, how McKinsey works, and how typically a consulting project works, I really didn't think so. I think my role was unique. I think that, the clients really needed us and actually made an impact on our clients. If you like this video, you should definitely check out my other video where I talked about what exactly does consulting do. I'm in the process of actually planning a Q&A video, so please feel free to leave any questions that you want to ask. You can either leave it in the comments or you can send me a message on Instagram. My handle is the same as my channel name, Miss Angie Lu. Alright, until next time, bye!